Yo, what's up, gamers? It's your favorite perpetually sleepy Planet Zoo player. Today, we're working on a habitat for the African wild dogs as part of a continuation of the Hunters of the Savannah section. Now, this habitat is a little bit more simplistic than my past couple habitats. I also can't speak implemented a few more realistic aspects, I guess you could say, to this habitat. Things that you might actually see in a real zoo. It's still not like that realistic necessarily, because I'm pretty sure there's spots where the dogs could escape, but it's whatever. It's fine. Don't worry about it. They're just dogs. I love dogs. Dogs are cool. The wild dogs, or the painted dogs as they're sometimes called, they're some of my personal favorite base game animals. I don't know, they're just really a really cool canine that is extremely unique. And I feel like some of the base game animals in this game, a decent amount of them, are just fairly underrated. We always get excited for the new DLC animals that come in, and then the DLC hype dies down, but sometimes you just gotta go back to the ones that have been in since day one, like the wild dogs. And yeah, so I enjoy building for them a lot because they are very cool animals. I think the thing everyone talks about, the thing everyone knows about African wild dogs is how they have the extremely high success rate for hunting, much higher than other animals. They actually, catch the things that they chase down. But my favorite thing about them, aside from the way they look, because they just look really cool, but unlike most other carnivores that live in groups where the adults would eat food first, the wild dogs actually let their pups eat first out of the family group, which is just it's cool. It's something unique. And I like puppies, and clearly they like their puppies too. So here I'm working on an ugly fence. It is a realistic fence, but it is an ugly fence. The main reason I wanted to put a little fence going alongside here is because I wanted you to be able to see the dogs as you're walking up to the habitat through this fence. So it's like a sneak peek, I guess you could say. You're not actually looking into the habitat. But I wasn't able to do any other type of barrier there that would have worked for you to be able to see them from there. I do a different type of barrier that I'll talk about in a sec, which is really cool. But I wasn't able to do that here, so I just had to build an ugly fence. But sometimes in Planet Zoo you want to make things that are ugly, because sometimes things in real life are ugly. And so if you're trying to build realistically and also logistically speaking, from a economical standpoint, you can't dump tons of money into everything and make everything super pretty. But so here's the other barrier that I put in the back. It's a little dry moat, and it's an invisible dry moat, meaning that you can't see this. The guest won't be able to see this from any point in the habitat, and it creates a sort of illusion that the habitat is bigger than it actually is, and also that you'll see it in a second, but the rock wall in the background is just kind of off in the distance. I couldn't just put a rock wall behind here, because then the dogs would probably try and climb out. So instead I have this moat. But yeah, it makes it look like the habitat just sort of blends into the background. And these invisible moats, they're really useful tools for a lot of things. You can create sort of predator-prey dynamics, where it looks like your lions and your zebras are in the same habitat, but actually there's a moat in between them, but you just can't see it from where you're at. So there's a lot of really cool uses to that specifically. And then I mess around with some water here. Put a little stream. I guess this is a less realistic part of the habitat. I don't know why you would just randomly throw flowing water into your wild dog habitat, but I liked the idea, and so I went for it. So anyway, something else I wanted to talk about to, I guess, anyone who cares. Moving forward, I may have to cut back on my upload schedule because I'm trying to make just like lifestyle changes, and you know, being an adult is a pain in the butt, and so, you know, things take time, and I'm trying to like start working out again, I guess, because you know it's good for you, and that's what my therapist told me to do, is to do stuff that's good for me. And it's like, whatever, what if I just want to play Planet Zoo all the time, Karen, or whatever your name was? I forgot, I only met her one time. Anyway, yeah, I'm trying to do stuff, change my schedule around, so I may not be able to upload as much as I wanted to. I wanted to upload like twice a week because I do want to grow the channel. I enjoy doing this, but it's like when you are all old and stuff like me, it's just like, ugh, you don't have time for stuff anymore. It sucks, but it is what it is. To be honest, I don't know how some of these other Planet Zoo YouTubers do what they do, because I imagine they probably have jobs, right? Because it's not like Planet Zoo is like a super big game, so ad revenue off these videos can't be that crazy or anything, right? So it's like, if you work in a full-time job and you're putting out like multiple Planet Zoo videos a week, if you're making builds that are like decent quality at all, it's gonna take you like hours just to do one habitat. So I don't know how they do what they do. It don't make no sense to me. I feel like I'm kind of like a slow builder. I don't know. I spend a lot of time just kind of like looking at the screen and being like, yes, this looks good, and then not actually doing anything. Just being like, maybe I do this, and then yeah, just kind of like staring at the screen. Planet Zoo is just a very complicated game, and it takes a lot of work, but like the work pays off very well. Maybe at some point I'll play like an easier game. Jurassic World Evolution 2 is a cool game. The building tools are a lot simpler, and I would like to do that at some point. I have Prehistoric Kingdom. I haven't really messed with that one that much. I don't know. It seems cool, and I love dinosaurs and all things prehistoric. Even Minecraft potentially could be cool to build zoos in, because I feel like I've seen people build zoos in Minecraft, but none of it is like realistic zoo stuff. But being in the Planet Zoo sphere, I've learned a lot about what makes a realistic zoo, so that could be cool to try in Minecraft at some point. But then I just go back to Planet Zoo and I'm like, man, I still have like so many ideas for this game, and I haven't even completed my first ever project, which is this project. I've been working on it for over a year. I still haven't even completed my first project, and I have all these ideas for other things, and it's like, hey, slow down. You gotta actually, finish stuff. So then going back to this moat here, I'm putting a rock wall in the back, and not here specifically, but I don't even know. I use a tool that I'm not sure is actually in the game. I've had free build for so long, so the incremental rotation thing, I feel like that might be a free build thing, where you can like set the random rotation to randomize in all 3 axes, because normally when you just have random rotation on, it just rotates it around on 1 axis. But the incremental rotation, which I'm pretty sure is just a free build thing, I don't think that's actually in the base game. I think that's a free build mod thing. But the incremental rotation allows you to rotate it on 3 axes, which makes it like so you're not repeating the same things over and over. Yeah, it makes it look more natural and randomized. And I kind of wanted the rock wall to just look like a big rock pile of just rocks that were sitting on top of each other. And so, yeah, it worked pretty good. I don't know if incremental rotation is in the normal game or not. Someone will have to let me know, because I can't remember. I've used free build for so long, and it's such an amazing thing that it's like I couldn't live without free build at this point. It's like you don't know how good you have it until you don't have it. Well, yeah, we're already getting to the end of this video. I just kind of wanted to say thank you to people, the people that have been supporting and watching and subscribing to my content so far. I definitely didn't expect much at all from this. I don't know. One day I decided to upload a video on the new DLC just for fun. And then I've been having a lot of fun making Planet Zoo videos, and I'm gonna keep doing it, even if I may do it a little less than I have been. But maybe I'll try and compensate for that by like making even better builds. But like, I don't know. I feel like I'm doing the best that I know how to do right now. I'll just have to improve even more. That's the point of life, I guess, is to always be improving. Anyways, if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.